Today we're gonna make an awesome farm-to-table meal in honor of Breast Cancer Month. So, in honor of Breast Cancer Month, Massey Stores has this awesome, cute bag in pink just for this month alone, available in all these stores, and we kind of match just a little bit. So, for someone who has experienced some sort of loss in my life from aunts who've lost their lives to breast cancer, it means a lot to me to be filming this episode and to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And even better to be cooking a healthy meal that we got stuff from the farm yesterday in order to do. So stay tuned, it's gonna be great. So we're gonna start with one of the two items we're gonna do today, and that is the pumpkin rice. And yes, that sounds a little strange, but trust me, it's gonna be great. We're gonna start with a little bit of the cuisine soybean oil in the pot because we wanna saute those vegetables and get that flavor into the rice from early. Look at this pretty mise en place. Have you seen it? It's so beautiful. Anyway, here we go. Gonna start with a little onion, and as soon as it's clear, I'm gonna be dropping in almost everything else. And it's gonna go quick here, and then it's gonna take a while for it to actually cook. So it's kind of like pumpkin pilau. We'll see. So the onions are kind of getting clear. So that's the point I like to drop in everything else. So we have some minced garlic. And I also wanted a little bit of pimento. So on top of this, I'm just gonna add a cinnamon stick, because cinnamon and pumpkin are a match made in heaven, always. And a little spring of thyme. This time I will actually be fishing it out, unfortunately. Okay, so I usually judge when to throw the stuff in when I start to smell it and it smells all awesome. That's usually the time you drop in the stuff because the aromatics are there. All right. My pumpkin has started to kind of come together here. And I'm gonna leave it and let it kind of cook down for a while because the rice cooks faster than the pumpkin. So I kind of want them to, when I add the rice, to cook in the same time for the end product. So I'm gonna start with a little salt, a little black pepper, a little more salt. Right. And then just turn it. And I'm going to just cover. This is way too small. Do you have a cover that fits? Because this does not fit. That's for that one. So we're gonna cover the pumpkin, and do not forget about it because it will burn and stick. So just keep an eye on it, and you could go along doing everything else you need to do, like me forgetting to wash the rice and having to do it now instead of before. Let's go. Okay, so our pumpkin is smelling really good. And it's not 100% cooked, it's kind of halfway there. I'm gonna add a bay leaf, my favorite, and I kind of crush it in my hand first so it releases the flavor in the pot. And at this point, I'm gonna add the rice and sort of let the rice toast in the pot with it. It adds another little small level of flavor to the dish. So I'm gonna prop it in. Right. I'm gonna give him a little stir. This is almost done kind of frying up and kind of melding together. And I'm gonna add any liquid in a little bit. So it's 2 cups of rice and I'm gonna add 2 cups of water in there and just let it simmer and come together. And I'm also gonna add a little coconut powder. If you have liquid, that's also fine, but this is what I have. And in the meantime, while this is simmering, we're gonna handle the fish part of the dish. Okay. We're just gonna let it come up to a boil. Add in our coconut milk. And of course, we're gonna add a little bit of ruku because I think I add this to almost everything now. It's my new fave. It came up to a boil and I reduced it to a very low simmer. So it's gonna cook very slowly and I'm gonna just cover. I'm gonna handle the fish. I have some banana leaves that I cut the stems, the middle stem off of and washed and dried. And I'm gonna make little tiny steamed fish packages. Now, steamed fish is kind of dear to my heart because I have a special Chinese auntie in Florida who always makes this for me the day I come to visit. And I've not been able to visit for a while, so I hope I do her some justice. My version, not her version, but still, hope I do her some justice. So, I have my little leaf here. I'm gonna make a little bed of pak choy from the farm from yesterday. Thank you so much, Alpha. And I'm just gonna top it with the fish. I have to season the fish, so I'm just gonna do salt and black pepper on both sides because I'm gonna add the aromatics into the leaf and it's gonna steam and release those flavors into the fish. So all you really need is salt and black pepper at this point. So, black pepper, put some on these guys, and the salt. I'm just gonna rest him here. And I have a ton of things that I can add. Oh, and I'm going to also add a little bit of fish sauce, which is my secret to a lot of things. I put fish sauce on everything. I'm gonna add it into the fish. Got a little drop on this one that I forgot. Okay, cool. And we're just gonna at this point, add our aromatics one by one into the dish, into our little package that we're gonna make. And I think the fun part about this is I could tie these up and stick them in the freezer. And when I'm ready, pull them out, stick them in the steamer, and then just go from there. So far I have the pak choy at the bottom, the fish, onion, pimento, shadow beni, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of celery, and I'm gonna put an okra in there, also from the farm. And we're just gonna tie them up in a nice little neat package like so. I'm gonna take a piece of twine and just give him a nice little tie. There we go. One down, 5 more to go. Right, let's hope I didn't burn this, and I didn't. Perfect timing. All of the water has like burnt out and it's like not sticking absolutely perfect, and I'm going to switch it off at this point and just cover it and let the residual heat just finish cooking and melding those flavors and continue cooking my fish by the time. We finished packaging our fish in our little fig leaf packages. They're so cute. Look at them. Anyway, and we're gonna move on to steaming them. I have a steamer basket here, which I use quite frequently in my house. But if you don't have one, it's not a problem. You could makeshift one. out of a pot with a grill at the bottom, or I know, but I used to use a metal colander inside of a pot with boiling water. The same way you would treat a pastel is the same way you're pretty much gonna treat this in steaming it. And yeah, I'm just gonna start with the pot. I put boiling water at the bottom already from a kettle, so it's kind of a cheat, so I'd have to wait for the water to be hot in order to put the things in. Stove lighting, water is hot but not boiling quite yet. And I'm just going to take our little packages and add them to the steamer basket. And the fun part about these is they stack, so you could do multiple layers at a time. And you find them all over. So, I mean, if you really want to make the investment, you can, but you don't have to. Just gonna put all the little fishies in there and cover them down. And we're gonna wait. So it usually takes, let's say, about half an hour, and if that time does not add up, I will let you know. Okay, so it's been half an hour and I think it's done. So we're just gonna lock this off. And a word of caution, this stuff burns. So please wear mitts or try to use a pair of tongs or something, but try not to touch it with your bare hands. And we're just gonna check. All right. So this smells amazing, like almost instantly. So I'm gonna add a little bit of rice so I could get a taste. And according to my grandmother, the fig leaf adds half the flavor when you cook with a fig leaf instead of just steaming it in foil or something like that. So I'm gonna see if she's right. I'm gonna get a piece of the fish with the rice. It's so homey. And I think this one's salted perfectly. And the rice has this kind of creamy texture from the pumpkin, and it's like, it's almost decadent without it having any like real milk or dairy in it at all. And it's just, it tastes like homey comfort food, and that is exactly what we were going for. So farm to table, simple, easy, healthy, as little fat as possible, and just perfect. So it's good Sunday food, actually. I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. Healthy, easy, farm to table, really simple. And the best part about it is you could leave these little packages in the freezer. And please pick up one of your adorable pink Massey bags in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So enjoy. Special thanks to Cuisine for sponsoring this video, and Cuisine products can be found in Massey stores nationwide.